adjustment since you got here in the summer? Where would you say you're at?
I say the workouts had led me to a point to where I got conditioned enough to be in this type of program, and the Big Ten is a lot more different. Although there's a lot more running, and the heat aspect of everything here is it's not too much different from Texas, and it's got me to a point where I got here and I was able to get and implement myself into this sort of a kind of like a family type deal, getting in it all, and everything's coming on so well here so far.
Sean, where are you going to line up on the field? Are you going to look around a little bit? Or?
I know a few times in practice they had me play mainly onto the boundary side of the field, which will allow me to rush. But also I'm trying to learn my best to learn some of the coverages as well, because it's best for the film in the aspect of just going to the next level.
We know about the Big Ten offenses. They are like Big 12.
Oh no, I think the Big 12 offenses, they ran a lot. They ran a lot of stretches. I think this conference, they have a lot more downhill runs and a lot more passing, which will allow me to, play as much as I can on the edge and stuff like that.
How have you kind of bonded with Caleb and Garrett, Amari Blaze, as in particular? Have you felt that spurge?
Yeah, I felt that spurge as soon as I got up here. They had open arms for me, and coming into just watching film, they'll allow me to call me. We got the numbers exchanged already. They call me whenever I want to work on some things in the indoor facility. And it's also fun in watching film. Before film sessions, we'll just crack some jokes and stuff like that, and this made us a lot more closer.
I see we came from a culture that you appreciated TCU. They were there for 4 years. You came to this place. They haven't won a ton of games here, but it seems like the transfers like the culture here. How would you describe the culture in Nebraska?
What I tell everyone is it's a lot more disciplined here. I think the culture here is more in a growing aspect, because there's a lot of history here, and we know that. We all know that. We came in knowing that. And one thing we all wanted to do coming in here is just to bring back that culture and bring it back into its prime, if anything. And everything else is just the coaches. They know they brought in speakers to talk to us and stuff like that, talking about how they played for Nebraska and how it was then and how it should be now, and just trying to bring it all back.
I know that some of the guys have talked about how they bonded during the workouts this summer, that they were pretty difficult. How did you experience those workouts, and maybe how did they frame your thought process on what the Big Ten is going to be like?
Oh yeah, man. The workouts was strenuous. I came in and wasn't expecting too much. I thought it was as a regular college workout, but a lot of this stuff they try to perfect your physique and your ab motion and all that good stuff. So they have a lot of workout material in there that just works with mobility more than just strength and flexibility. So all that stuff played a part into it. Everyone got a lot stronger, and we're loving it so far.
Hey, Ochaun, going through what you did with the transfer and the period where you were in between programs, I'm sure you can work out, but it's a different level when you're working out with the college program. How much did that time away, even though I'm sure you were still trying to stay in shape, cause you to have to catch up once you got here?
That time off, of course I worked out, but I think the type of person I am, I like to have that person coaching me and having that extra work ethic just being pressed on me and stuff like that, so I can stay disciplined and all that stuff. Coming in, it wasn't too far into the program to where I got to my best physique. It took 2 weeks, but it was the hardest 2 weeks, the first 2 weeks of anything, but it got me back to my prime, so I'm feeling good about it.
Who do you like to watch as pass rusher, whether in the NFL or college?
I like watching Khalil Mack and Myles Garrett. I watched them two the most, and I see Khalil Mack always using the hump move and stuff like that, and just trying to perfect my craft here so I can better myself into the next level.
Did you talk to Ball at all about Khalil Mack? He's kind of the guy on the sheet.
Yeah. He said I have a similar frame as though Khalil Mack was a little shorter than I was, but he had longer arms like I did. So hearing from Coach Duvall, He told me he worked the stab a lot. He worked the throwing up the field, getting the hand on the inside number of the guy, the tackle. And I've been trying to perfect that ever since I got here, and it's still a work in progress.
Did Duval play, what role, if any, did he play in your decision to come here?
Yeah. Coach Duval, he's more on the scientific approach of things, and I feel like that's the best way to approach a guy whenever recruiting. Any type of person who wants to come in and would like to hear stuff like that. It's not too much like they're just, oh no, get in here and lift the weight. Who cares how you're feeling and stuff like that. Coach Duval does it smart and he does it right.
Seems like you're humble by nature, but when there's so much written, about you when you were picking your school and all that, how do you keep that mind frame and fit in with the team and show you're that kind of guy?
Yeah. I say I come in, and one thing I don't want is that I don't want to come in and make it look like I'm the big time guy trying to take control of everything and stuff like that. So I came in with a humble mindset. Although I've always been humble. You could talk to my mom on Twitter. She's always on there. And she's probably going to see this. But yeah, just going in, just trying not to create any eggshells to step on, and coming up with a soft approach, talking to the guys, getting to know them, and all that played a part in my integration into the process of being on the team.
Fit within that locker room dynamic to try to make sure that all the transfers, Nebraska's very few programs have ever had this many transfers coming in 1 year. How do you fit into trying to make sure that all meshes and you guys are as good as you can be every 3 weeks?
Yeah. We came in and I say that the culture aspect in the locker room, everyone's open arms. Like everyone's brought in the transfers like they've always been here. So it's gotten not only us closer to the team as transfers, but close as transfers as well. We all just came together as a unit, and more than anything, we just bonded. And I think one big part of it is that the closer we get, the faster we get closer together, the faster we can take off on this thing and start off with a good approach on the season.
How do you feel about the way that your position can utilize its talent? I mean, Coach Dawson has talked about playing 3 or even more guys in the rotation. What do you see as beneficial for that coach in the way that you get started this season?
Yeah. Rotating the guys in and out the game is one thing to stay healthy for the season. And I see that as a good opportunity to be fresh on the field. Whenever we're rotating guys, you can rotate a guy whenever he gets tired, rotate another one, and so that we can last the entire game with just fresh guys all the way to the end, and we can play the teams to a higher standard and with a greater strength.
What was it like getting to the scrimmage on Saturday?
Scrimmage? How was it? It was a lot more different from TCU. A lot of people there. It was a lot more intense than I am used to. And that's one thing I'm kind of looking forward to in the future. I know we have one more scrimmage, and just getting out there and getting that type of approach and just getting that publicity and all that aspect of just coming at the outside looking in on the teams and stuff like that. Just having that outside noise can help us prepare for the games. We have cameras around us during the games. Just getting in that aspect and just getting used to it is one big thing we're trying to implement into practices and stuff like that. So we're all taking a good approach on it.
What was it about the scrimmage that was more intense than maybe what you're used to at TCU?
Yeah. One thing is that they treat it more like Nebraska treats it more like a game approach. So you got guys running on the field, running off the field, full intensity. Be at the right place at the right time, be ready for field goal block, be ready for field goal, be ready for everything that's going to occur in the game and stuff like that. So that's a lot more different. They start from the -20 all the way down to the end zone, then they move down. And it's kind of like and then we're live, we're hitting each other and stuff like that. So that's all just getting us ready for the first game, and it's going to help us a lot.
A lot of people there?
A lot of people there. People up in the seats up top, people walking around on the sidelines and stuff like that. I say that's a lot of people.
Yeah.
Bravo.